Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is GingerThrust, and this is kind of a special video. I've been looking for different cool things to showcase on here, and I realize I don't always just show off things that I get or collect for myself on this channel. So I have a very special thing that I'm going to unbox here on the channel as well. And hang on, I gotta do this real dramatic like. Look at it. I purchased the Marathon Collector's Edition. I was not gifted this by Bungie, so unfortunately I can't say that I'm cool enough like that. But I decided that after I probably put in who knows how many hours in Marathon already. I wanted to go back and get the Collector's Edition because if there's one thing I enjoy about Bungie, it's that they know how to create a cool collectible. There's been all kinds of incredible collector's items and pieces of Destiny lore that I've bought over the years. Bungie had a really cool program with Destiny, which was the Bungie rewards program. So you'd achieve things in Destiny and you'd be eligible to buy items tied to that achievement on a special section of their store. So far, they don't have anything like that with Marathon. I don't really know if they would even be able to, but then again, the game is still just a month old. But I noticed that the collector's edition from Marathon was still on their website, still available for purchase. So I decided, why not? I've seen videos of people doing unboxings of these, and it just all looks really cool. I wasn't expecting how huge this thing was going to be.
That's what she said.
I've decided that instead of just ripping it all open and then showing pictures of it after the fact, I would do an unboxing for you all here. So I've got a special secondary camera set up to be able to show this on my desk, because trying to do this with a microphone in my face and just this camera would not work out so well. So let's dive right into it. What do you say? This is it. Also, don't judge my situation here. I don't normally have a point of view coming down like this, but just so y'all know, in case you all want to do cool content creation things in the future, all I'm using is my iPhone camera. There's a special link with Elgato where you can use it as a secondary camera. I used to do this, for those of you who stuck around with me when I was streaming on Twitch, I used to use this method for cooking. I used to do cooking streams every so often. But I haven't done this in a while, so it took me a minute to set all this back up. But just to give you an idea here, I mean, this thing is massive. Like, I don't know, I don't have anything to scale it with, but here's my mouse, right? So it gives you an idea of how large this is. And man, the box this thing came in was even larger too, because it has to be packaged properly. But so I'll do a quick little turn here, try to give context on anything that I can here, but I mean, this is pretty basic. I do know this is like a sleeve, as you can see, that's gonna come off. So let's do a perimeter check first here. So there's that. Just some writing here. To give you all more context too about this, the reason this is so big is that one of the things included is going to be a statue of one of the 6 shells that you can play as in the game. This one is Thief. It's the only one they had. It's the only one that comes in the collector's edition. There's Thief, so it's gonna look really cool. So that's why it says like Thief right there. We'll come on here. There's like a little cool like digital, I don't know what you would call it, not an X-ray, but something. And you can see it's part of the sleeve. There's that. Little graphics here and there. So it says Thief/icon. So there was a time when Bungie was first showing this game off about a year or so ago, and they had different names for the different shells that you were going to play as. They were more specific, I think. So what is now known as Thief was originally going to be called Icon. I think, to give you another example, there's a stealth character called an Assassin, but they were going to be called Void, I believe. I don't really know what all of the alternate names were. Bungie got their hand slapped because they went through a situation where it was discovered that a lot of their artwork was pulled from a different artist that they didn't give credit for. So we've got here's part of the logo right here, and then here is the front with the title and everything. I think I'm gonna keep this box too, because this box itself is really dope. The last like collector's edition that I bought with Bungie was for Lightfall in Destiny 2. It was smaller than this, but let's get this sleeve off. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of crunchy. I'll do that. Set that off to the side here. So let's see what's changed here. So we got a different version of the logo. Different look at yeah, I guess that's Thief. Thief has like long hair and stuff, so I guess this is like the broken down version of the shell. Also, I'm not gonna do like the whole ASMR content creation thing where it's like, oh, look at this box, because you can't even hear that, I don't think. So I'm gonna keep turning this because it kind of all feeds together there. So that's a more in-depth look at the shell. More going on here, and then we have like a I guess that, what would you call that? Some sort of like inner breakdown of the body. All right, so from what I can tell, and this crunchiness I'm feeling here is like Velcro or something. So it's gonna open this way, I believe. So let's try to do that. Hang on, let me make sure I do this correctly. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, it opens up like that. Let me be able to do this. Oh god, I'm gonna be honest, I got hit with a whiff of like plastic smell. Okay, so does this, I think this comes out, yeah, yeah. So I'm going to take this out first, and then we will show what the inside of the box looks like. Weird instructions for something. Obviously, this is the main piece, but hang on, let me put this down. Yeah, we'll just show, because that's all that it is. So we'll try to show the inside of the box here real fast. But let's see here. Yeah, so this is the interior of the second map of Marathon called Dire Marsh. There are 3 main maps that you can run around in, and so Dire Marsh is one of them. So I'm doing my best here, guys. This is really hard to show off, but it's so cool. So let me close that and try to, there we go. As you can see, there's like a little, so part of Dire Marsh is like a marshy swamp area, so that's what that is. That show, it's so awkward because it's like it's a hexagonal shape, so it's so awkward for me to show. Okay, well, that's not happening. Anyways, so it kind of serves as a backdrop for what the statue's going to be. So if I had more space, what I would probably do is I'd probably just keep the box open. Actually, I wonder if I could do that. I have a shelf back here that I might do this with, or I could just put it on my desk. But yeah, use it as sort of like a picture backdrop of the statue. So I don't know. We'll think about that. Yes, this is also a Bungie desk mat. It was I purchased it when the final shape came out for Destiny 2. So all right. So on the very top of what I pulled out there are these cards. These are, what do they call them? Lithographs. Yeah. they should be lithographs of each of the shells, I believe. So, see, this is Destroyer. So he's kind of like the, if you're familiar with Titans in Destiny, it's kind of like that. He's more of like the soldier, big armored up type. I was trying to see if they had their names on here, but it doesn't. So this is Recon. Yeah, this is Recon. She is sonar type, has ways of picking out enemies, that kind of thing. Here's who I try to main when I'm in groups of people. This is Triage, definitely the medic class. He has healing drones and can revive people from afar. Pretty cool. So here's Thief, who we're going to be showing off. Thief has the ability to put a drone out that can literally steal gear off of people. And she can also spot what grade of gear can be in like chests and stuff. Here's who I main usually when I'm alone. That's Assassin. So Assassin can go invisible, has smoke grenades on hand, that kind of thing. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would have, like on the back here, it would have both, like how on the box it said Thief/Icon. I was kind of hoping it'd have that on the back for all of these. And then this is Vandal. His name escapes me, but if you're an Apex Legends player, there's the character you play as that can put in like the syringe stuff and run really fast. That's kind of like what Vandal is. So those are the 6 lithographs for that. I'll have to figure out where I want to put those on display. Put that off to the side. Okay. Go back to the big box here to show what's next. So this is, you might be able to hear that, sort of. it's that sort of holographic material, you know, as you can see how it changes. So see it so that's definitely Thief. But yeah. And so the rest of this looks like pictures, like uses of Thief, you know, or like cool little shots of her. Here, I'm trying to, there we go. You can see there. Really cool stuff. This thing is kind of awkward to hold. Let's see here. I'm trying to see about reading some of the, so there's some writing on the back here. It has the marathon logo and it says, imagine a new you, envision new worlds, beyond self, beyond here and now. Endless possibilities are waiting. Where will you go? How far will you run? So that's what I was reading this right here. So the so it's taped on here. Okay. The holograph is removable. So you could probably, if you wanted to, you could like display it somewhere on its own. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'd probably display this somewhere too. And then what it came off of was just this. You can see. But I should be able to lift this sleeve up now. Maybe. Hang on. There we go. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. So here is the really cool part. So it's taped along the seams here. Go ahead and cut this other side too, just to make this easier. So now we can open this up. Trying to do this very gently. Oh my. Oh. So yeah, there's like a space on the bottom of it here. God, y'all thought my desk was messy before. Come on. There she is. I have to like wipe it off. But yeah, that's Thief. He's walking around in the shallow waters of Dire Marsh. I forget the name. I think that's the tactical sidearm handgun that you can have. Like a real basic piece. Oh, and she's got that's a what's known as a Burt SMG on her back here. BRRT. And a little knife right here. And the design of this is really well done. It's the the art, like the attention to detail is really cool on it. So obviously you probably noticed right here that's a dead recon shell, I think. No. Is that a Is it? I don't know. It kind of looks like recon. Or it could just be one of the UESC bots that you fight. This grass is sort of movable, like it sort of moves. But yeah, that's that part. And then hang on. So this little thing, I don't know what this is. It came out. Oh, okay. I know what this. Not part of the piece here, but it's a is that a silkworm? I think so. Yeah. It's a little like silkworm. So there's a faction in the game called Sekaguchi that you see up here. Sekaguchi. The silkworms are what weave the shells that we inhabit. So if you don't know anything about Marathon, yes, these look very humanoid, but they're actually just like they're not human, right? They're not shells that our consciousness gets beamed into. Okay, so if a shell gets destroyed enough, your consciousness just gets up, beamed back to the wherever it's from. Or I guess if the shell dies, your consciousness just gets disconnected and has to get uploaded into a new shell. But these worms weave the silk that makes the shells. I was kind of seeing if you could, like, I don't know if this comes apart or not. I don't think it does. Because there's like it's like a keyhole or like a keychain hole or something there. So, also this patch came out of the box too. Pretty cool. Not really a patch person, but I might find use for it. All right, so let's get this out of the way. And then the last thing I wanted to try, this lights up. This thing lights up. Which is why I want to make sure I put it on display somewhere and maybe put it on display inside that box. So it's just like a basic little USB thing. Bungie likes to do these collector's editions, like to where they do light up. They have like a way to charge things. Here it is. To find the hole. All right, I think it only turns on once it's plugged in. So I have it plugged in. So there's a little button on the back. That's cool. It's a little less dramatic than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's like a little clicker switch there. So there's a little light there, and then I guess one in the back here too. So yeah, That's pretty dope though. So now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. But this is really solid construction too, right here. Like, that's not going anywhere. And the base feels pretty good too. So, yeah, that is the Marathon Collector's Edition for the launch. So I was really fortunate to have been able to have picked this up. So I'm excited to see what other kind of things that Bungie partners with people with to put out. Because I like really cool game collectibles like this, especially when they come directly from the developer. So, but yeah, I wanted to take a few minutes, make a different kind of video and show this off for y'all. I was really excited to get it, so I think I'm gonna clean it up a bit and decide where I want to put it and see maybe what it looks like inside of that big box, because I feel like that kind of helps accentuate it. So I might post pictures about it once I have it done. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So I hope you found that really cool. I think it was really cool. I wanted to share all this with y'all. So if you enjoyed it, feel free to hit a like on it. And then let me know in the comments, are you playing Marathon? If so, who are you maining, or are you just kind of testing it out? So, yep, that's going to do it for me. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day and continue to take care of yourselves and feed into yourselves. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.